An incomparably beautiful evening, wrote a journalist from the local newspaper, The Echo of Grindelwald. Dear Reverend Neal, your words and your pictures have transported us to another place. Martin Neal was my grandfather. He died before I was born. He left behind dozens of unique photographs. To find out more about his love of photography, I asked my mother, Margrit Balsiger Neal, what she remembered about his time behind the lens.
He photographed mountains, people and flowers, which he then coloured by hand at home, from memory.
Also mit der Farbe.
In his study, he stood by the window and painted the slide with a very fine brush.
Ganz feinen Pinsel und Tübli, die Farbe war ein Tübli.
He used colours from small tubes that were dabbed onto a plate.
Und ist gestanden am Fenster.
He found it easy to paint from memory.
Einfach gemalt nach Gedächtnis, also. Also wir sind ja manchmal mitgegangen.
Sometimes when we children accompanied him, goodness knows how far we had to walk. If he saw a subject, we would have to stand up and make shade with his hat. This was sometimes a bit boring.
Manchmal hat sie sich ein bisschen gelangweilt. Ja.
He carried his camera with him at all times and photographed anything that looked interesting. Once he went specially to the Gornergrat Ridge in the Valais. He knew of a flower that only existed there, the Arctic alpine forget-me-not. He dug it up and brought it to my mother, who was in hospital. That was the first time he dug up a flower and took it away. Once in the upper Grindelwald glacier, he found a meadow full of ladies' slipper orchids. He didn't tell anyone about it. He didn't want the flowers to be picked. I've looked for this meadow in recent years, but I haven't found it.
My grandfather wrote in 1935, "Many people are moved by the grandeur of the Alps, not least because of the alpine flowers, both delicate and sturdy, which delight the thoughtful traveler at every turn. What colors, what variety, and what a scent!